What is going on, everybody? It is DylanLasagna here, and please help me say happy birthday to a very special someone. And yes, that special someone is the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch turns 2 years old today. It was released worldwide. Was it worldwide? Or I don't know. But at least here in the United States, it was released today, 2 years ago. And man, it has come so far since launch. And in short, it definitely like rebounded. It helped Nintendo rebound from its past couple of years. So if you don't know what happened, this Nintendo Switch pretty much was invented because of the failure of the Wii U. The Wii U didn't do so well in the public's eye, and then the Nintendo Switch was here to save Nintendo, and it definitely did. So today, in this little video for the Nintendo Switch, we're gonna be talking about what's been going on with the Switch in its 2 years. My thoughts about it after the 1.5 years that I've had it, and some positives, some negatives, and what I hope to see moving forward. So here we go. So obviously the Nintendo Switch launched on 2 years ago today. It launched with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, but it was also released on the Wii U. I think that was the last Wii U game as well, but that doesn't matter now. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild came out. People started rushing to the store to get the Nintendo Switch, and it sold out like almost instantly, I think. And then you couldn't, like, for the first few months, you couldn't find a Nintendo Switch. And truth be told, like, every time I walked to a store until I got it in July of that year, 2017, I could not find a Nintendo Switch. It was so hard. It was very hard. But anyway, you got all these games coming out. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, ARMS, Splatoon 2. These are over the span of a few months, by the way. Snipper clips. That bundle game that should have been a bundle game, 1-2 Switch. But yeah, you get the point. So pretty much a few select games like are spread across the first few months of the Nintendo Switch. Then the next 6 months pass. Super Mario Odyssey, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 comes out. Then this is where things start to heat up. The third-party companies start to come in. Because if you all don't know, obviously most of you know, third-party companies like EA, Rockstar, all those kind of companies, Activision, they were a little bit hesitant on jumping on the Nintendo Switch bandwagon because of the failure of the Wii U. Luckily, Ubisoft came to the rescue and offered this special exclusive for the Nintendo Switch, which in my opinion is super underrated and I think you should all check out. Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle for the Nintendo Switch. This game is freaking underrated. It's like, you all gotta check this game out. It's like, if you don't like it, like, at least try the first couple of levels. Ubisoft has been absolutely killing it with the Nintendo Switch with their support. They recently came out with Trials Rising, which is also a good like Nintendo Switch game in my opinion. It's also on the PS4 and Xbox One, but you know, for obvious reasons, I got it on the Switch. But anyway, so third-party games started to come along on the Switch, but very slowly. You got most of your third-party sports games like FIFA from EA, NBA from 2K, and then Doom, Skyrim, LA Noire. I think those were like the only third-party offerings. Oh yeah, Rocket League. But the point is, like, slowly but surely, like, Nintendo started to regain the trust of all these third-party companies because of the success of the Nintendo Switch. It's like, because of all like the intrigue of the Switch, it's like Nintendo or like third-party companies wanted to jump in on it. I mean, obviously, it's not the most like sexy-looking version of a game, like say for example Trials Rising, where on PS4 and Xbox One it's super sexy, but it doesn't take away from the fact that you can have fun with it. You can have fun with like a game. Like you can still have fun with the game. But anyway, that was pretty much year one. Year two, by the way, it was kind of slow, to be honest. It was kind of It was kind of a forgettable one. It could be described in 3 words: ports, and smash. Oh, that was 4 words, but you get the point. Yeah, year 4 was pretty much like, or year 4. We're only on year 3, but year 2 was pretty much filled with ports because we got all these Wii U ports that most people didn't play. Or, well, like half of the people played, but like a lot of people didn't play because they never owned a Wii U. So we pretty much got Bayonetta 2, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. What else did we get? I think that was all the ports that we got in 2018. 2019 we got New Super Mario Bros. U, and I think I think that was it. And then we got some of the third-party offerings like Dark Souls Remastered and Diablo 3. And then there wasn't a lot of first-party new titles. All we got was Kirby Star Allies, Mario Tennis Aces, and Super Mario Party. But the big game that everyone was watching out for was obviously Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. That was the one big savior for Nintendo Switch in 2018. Oh yeah, there was also Pokemon Let's Go Kitty and Let's Go Baby. But that game I can give 2 shits about. But yeah, 2018 was pretty much all about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and ports. 2019 so far has been about a new Super Mario Bros. Port, but it will soon be about Super Mario Maker and Pokemon. And hopefully more third-party support. We already got that so far with this amazing game in Trials Rising, Mortal Kombat 11 that's coming out, and Assassin's Creed 3, and we'll see what the future holds for third-party support. But as you can see, it's like, I think 2019 is going to be a big year for the Nintendo Switch because it's already packed with so many titles, especially if you've seen the Nintendo Direct and the Pokemon Direct. You got Super Mario Maker, Astral Chain, Animal Crossing, Yoshi's Woolly World. Did I say Super Mario Maker already? Oh yeah, Pokemon Sword and Shield. And that's just from Nintendo's side. You also got Mortal Kombat 11, Assassin's Creed 3, Saints Row the Third, even though that's an old game. I think that's the only those 2 were the only old games, and Mortal Kombat's the only new game. Crash Team Racing, Doom Eternal if that comes out. But yeah, that's like 2019 is gonna be super packed with new releases compared to 2018 where it was just ports. But I think 2018 was just like a rest year for Nintendo to beef up 2019, but you get the point. So looking forward, I just hope the Nintendo Switch, the momentum of the Switch, it keeps going. You can have like a rest year in between, but Nintendo, you gotta keep the train rolling. You gotta keep the train rolling for 2019, for the rest of this year and beyond. So if you can keep the Nintendo Switch going as long as freaking possible. Sorry for my stuttering ass. Now let's address some of the positive and the negative things that I've liked about and disliked about the Switch so far. So some of the things that I liked about the Switch is the abundance of games. You can also consider that a negative, but let's start with the positives of it. Some of the games that I personally gotten so far have been mostly hit, a few misses, but my one favorite game out of the bunch so far has got to be Splatoon 2. Before the online service came out and freaking hindered my progress, Splatoon 2 was my absolute must-play game. There's freaking multiplayer matches that freaking made me feel like, it made me feel happy. Even if I lost, it's like it made me feel relieved that I can get better at this game. So there were obviously no like repercussions or consequences from losing in this game, except in raid battle, of course. But it felt like Splatoon 2 felt like you belonged in a online community. So this is my most favorite game of the bunch. But there are also a variety of games. If you don't choose not to go the Splatoon 2 route, like there are first party games and there are also third party games. As I mentioned, there's Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Super Mario Party, Super Mario Odyssey, Bayonetta 2, and that's just the first party offerings. Third parties include Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, Rocket League, the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, Trials Rising, and Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. And some upcoming games include Mortal Kombat 11 and Assassin's Creed. And there are also some eShop titles like Dead Cells, The Binding of Isaac, and a bunch more. And let's talk about the eShop a little bit. There are also some negatives about that eShop. It's the quantity of games that are on there. I feel like it's a bit much now. It's like, I like how the Nintendo Switch has all these games. It's like, it's the quality of the games though that I don't like now. It's like, it's like some of those games look like they belong more on an iPhone than on the Nintendo Switch. Say for example, Tetris Battle Royale. I'm sorry for all those that play Tetris 99 if you're watching it, or if you're playing this and watching this video at the same time, but I'm sorry, Tetris 99 does not deserve to be on the Nintendo Switch. Same goes for Disney Zoom Zoom Festival. That does not need to be on the Nintendo Switch. At least that game, Zoom Zoom Festival, that game completely does not deserve to be on the Switch. But if you get my point. It's like there are a lot of games on the Switch that look like freaking mobile games. So I just hope Nintendo gets these games under control. Another negative thing that I do not like about the Switch is obviously the online service. You all know me about the online service, and you all know I've been holding out on the service until it gets better. So if you want to go watch a video about me ranting about the online service, then go check out the channel, and because I'm not going to rant about it here. Another negative aspect about it is some of the pricing on these games. Like, I recently watched a video by Switchforce. Go check out some of their content, by the way. It's pretty good. They recently did a video about like the supposed Switch tax, where like some Switch games, I'm not going to use Trials Rising as an example because it's equally matched. Some older games like say for example Skyrim. Skyrim is priced at $60 on the Switch, while other versions of the game on other consoles are priced at, say for example, $30. I kind of agree with Switchforce. It's like we gotta get rid of that disparity of we have to charge full price for like older games. Like say for example, if Grand Theft Auto 5 were to ever come on the Nintendo Switch, or if a Grand Theft Auto 3 collection were to come on the Switch and they charged it $60, then I don't think people would want to buy it. Like some games like were reasonably priced, like LA Noire. I mean, $50 was like almost there, And then the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection was priced at $30. That was reasonable enough. I think the Crash Insane Trilogy was also priced at $40 because that's what it was priced at when it was released. And I think it's just a matter of these third-party companies. I know they're trying to like cover the costs of porting their games to the Nintendo Switch, but it'll definitely cover it much better when you lower the price to $40, at least $40 or $30, because it'll sell better that way. But hey, what do I know about freaking like business? All right, I'm just stating my opinion. And then it also applies to Nintendo as well. Like, you're putting your own Switch tax as well. Like, I think I paid like freaking the original price for Bayonetta 2 was $60. I think it still is $60 for Bayonetta 2. I mean, it's a little understandable because it comes with Bayonetta 1, but still, that one was a little understandable. But freaking Donkey Kong Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, that came in at $60. Are you serious? For nothing new except for funky mode? Nintendo, you really gotta freaking price your games correctly. At least they did that somewhat with Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, but they fucking fucked that up again with New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. The only thing that they offered was including the New Super Luigi Bros. U Deluxe. So, like, they gotta get rid of the Switch tax. If you're gonna price something at $60, at least an older game of $60. At least put in something to make it reasonable at $60. Otherwise, make it at least $40 or $30. Another downside of this Nintendo Switch is the friend codes. The friend codes are just ridiculous, man. I know it's kind of part of my online my beef with the online service, but this was even before the online service came out. Nintendo, like, why do we have friend codes? This is not 2000 freaking 2000. This is not the early 1990s. We are in 2019. PlayStation 4 and Xbox One have freaking friend usernames that we can use to send friend requests. Why do we have to use friend codes? It's like, seriously. Like the only positive thing I can think of to friend requests is like I could send friend requests with people I previously played with. So that's the only like caveat to making friend requests a little bit easier. But it's still bad. But yeah. So let me finish off this video by saying a few more positives about the Nintendo Switch. And that is the portability, like the all-around hybrid aspect of the Switch. It's like you could dock this thing in TV mode and sit your butts off for hours until you need to go somewhere. And if you need to go somewhere, you could take the Switch with you, and then if you're not driving, then you could play it in the car and continue your game. Just remember to carry a battery pack with you. And then my last thing about the Switch is that if you don't have a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One, this can do a lot to change like how you look at games. I'm serious. It's like if you like care so much about how a game looks and you think, oh, you look at a Nintendo Switch and say, oh, that game looks like shit. Go play that game. Go through a game like Super Mario Odyssey and see, like, go explore that game and see how freaking fun that game is. Or say, for example, Splatoon 2. Go see how fun that game is, and you can see how a game like Splatoon 2 doesn't need to be graphically impressive for you to have fun. What I'm saying here is, it's like not all games need to have the greatest graphics, or the greatest like well, they do need most performance to be on the Nintendo Switch. But the Nintendo Switch, it can do a lot to revitalize your fun for gaming, and that's what it did for me. It's like I play a lot of my games now on the Nintendo Switch. Sure, it's not the best looking, and sometimes it freaking crashes on me, but I have a lot of fun with it. It's like sometimes I don't have all the time in the world to sit on my ass in front of my TV. It's like I want to play my games all the time. So the Nintendo Switch offers that for me. The PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One does not anymore. So I'm glad the Nintendo Switch continues to do that, and hopefully in the future we continue to see the improvements for this little hybrid console from Nintendo. So I know this video went longer than I thought it would, and I'm sorry if it did, but I'm glad you stuck around to watch it. So thank you all for joining me for this little birthday anniversary video for the Nintendo Switch. Don't forget to subscribe. Give a thumbs up for this little Nintendo Switch. Let me know how you feel about the Nintendo Switch after 2 years of it being around, and whether or not you have it. And always be delicious. I'll see you all in the next video, and I'm out.